Good afternoon, class. So I've been noticing that our comma work hasn't been very up to par with what I think it should be at right now. So today we're going to go over some basic rules to help you, reinforce it and really help you memorize it, because I haven't been impressed with the worksheets we've been doing thus far as a class. So there are 6 major comma rules, and the first one is known as fanboys. It's not an actual fan, that's a boy. It actually stands for something, and these are different small words in sentences that have commas on each sides of them to break up the sentence. So let's go over which they stand for. For, and, nor, but, or, yet, so. So to make this make more sense for you, let's write an example and see if you guys can decide where the commas will go. So class, here are 2 examples of sentences. Let's see if any of you guys know where we can put in commas. So, does anyone understand the first sentence? Read it for me. Spencer, over there on your iPad. Why don't you try the first one for us? Thank you. Where do you think the commas would go here?
I don't know.
Well, this is why you should be paying attention in class. But now that you're paying more attention, let's see. Let's do it together. First, let's locate the fanboy in the sentence. Do you see any of these words here?
But.
That's very good, but right here. So, let's put a comma in front of it, because it's breaking up the sentence. So after the word restaurant. So the second rule that we need to know is items in a series. And when multiple items are in a sentence, and they're back to back to back and whatnot, you want to break them up with commas. So here's an example. In the first one, this weekend I visited Bates College, graded my students' essays, and saw a movie with my wife. Now you see 3 items here, but they're right next to each other, not separated. So you're going to want to put a comma after each. So after he visited Bates College, comma, graded my students' essays, comma, and saw a movie with my wife. You see, you need to break up the different items here. So here's another example. Would anyone like to try this one for the class? Yes, Keanu.
Actually, this one is go to the bathroom.
Oh, okay, yeah. We'll see you in 15 minutes. So here we'll continue with the third rule, which is sentences with where there's 2 different clauses in the sentence, and depending on where you put them, you gotta add a comma. But sometimes you won't need one. So here's 2 very similar sentences. The 2 clauses are, one of them's in the beginning, one's at the end, and then it flip-flops. So can I get a volunteer to help me with these 2 sentences and tell me which one needs a comma and where? Anyone? Serena, over there.
In the first sentence, Serena was screaming in class today. Does not need a comma.
That's very good, Serena. Very nice. How about the second sentence?
In class today, comma, Serena was screaming.
That's very good. These clauses need to be separated because of which one came first. In class today, comma, Serena was screaming. Yes, Serena?
Because you need a comma there, it means that in class today is not a full sentence, so you need a comma after that to separate it.
So class, our 4th comma rule is short introductions. So in sentences that have short introductions like yes, no, well, you're going to need a comma before the sentence, or in the sentence, I should say. So here are 2 examples that would need one. Would anyone in the class like to volunteer and do this one for us? Jake, well, first of all, you can't be using your computer when I'm talking. I'm going to need you to put it away and focus on the lesson. So since you haven't, so I'd like you to do these 2 for us, please.
Sure.
So the first one, please explain where the comma would go.
No, Jake can't use computers during the lesson. I think it goes after no, and Jake, you can't use computer, comma, during the lesson.
No, I believe that's not right, but you can try it again.
Maybe I think it goes after, kind of like I did in the first one. I think it would go after Jake. No, Jake, comma, you can't use computer during the lesson. And I think I corrected myself. There's no comma after computer, just after Jake.
That's really good, Jake. I'm very proud of your improvement. I wasn't sure if you had a handle on this. I don't think anyone was short. But now I'm very confident in your ability with commas. But there's still more rules to go over. But I am very proud of the progress. Class, those are 4 of the 6 rules, and I'm very proud. So our 5th major rule is sentence interrupters, and there are certain words such as therefore, however, furthermore, and they go into sentences, and you need to put a comma there because it's interrupting a sentence. So here are 2 examples that have sentence interrupters in there. So I'm going to call on a student. Would anyone like to volunteer and try this for us? Yes, Julia.
Well, Mr. Kaufman, I think that it would read Max is a very great student, semicolon, however, comma, he is a disruption to the class and plays too many games on his iPad during class, Mr. Kaufman.
You know what? That was brilliant. You knocked 2 birds with 1 stone in this one. We didn't even go over semicolons today, and you still knew that since these sentences, they were, same subject, but they were different sentences.
I know Miss Carver taught me this in 6th grade, so I remembered it.
Oh, I mean, you're such a brilliant student. You get a 100 on everything. You work hard. You know what? This is the kind of stuff we're looking for. The perfect student. The comma after was essential. You know what? Great job today, Julia. I'm so proud of you. So for our 6th and final rule, these are non-essential sentence interrupters. And these are clauses in a sentence that don't really have to do the main purpose of the sentence, so you're going to want to separate it with commas. So you guys did such a great job. I'm going to give you a break. I'll do the last 2 for us. And so with the first one, Spencer Gordon, a student at Roslyn High School, was out of school today because he was sick. Now, the real sentence is talking about how Spencer was out of school today because he was sick. Now, the fact is that he is a student at the Roslyn High School. That's not essential information in the sentence. So before it, we're going to add a comma, and after we're going to have a comma just to, separate it. The commas are really showing that it's not essential. So before it, that's where the sentence starts. We're going to take that part out, and then at the end. So now, forget about this. Spencer Gordon was out of school today because he was sick. That's the essential information. So for the second one, Jacob Buckbinder, who is disruptive in class, just made it to the MBA. Now the essential information here is that Jacob Buckbinder just made it to the MBA. The fact that he's disruptive in class, that's not essential information. So we're going to commas there and there. So the essential stuff, Jacob Buckbinder's made it to the MBA. This is not essential. Now class, thank you for your cooperation during our lesson on commas. I hope that now you guys have a better understanding of the applications of commas, and this is going to help you guys for the rest of the year and for the final and just for the rest of your life. Thank you for the cooperation.